I don't want to, but
Hey.
I don't know if this is working.
Can folks see me?
I'm going to exit out that altogether.
Okay, let me,
And it shouldn't let you be sideways.
yeah, it does.
It does, it says right there.
I know. But it's still,
Okay.
okay, so hopefully you can see me. There's the camera.
I'm going to fix it for you, so just be patient.
Okay, so let me see. This has been hard. Hey, Brianna, you can see me, but we can see you, but you're to the side. Oh, you know what? Because the chat's trying to go. Okay, what about that? Does that make it better?
You have to be straight. And now you can read the chat, and you don't need to be on there. And I'm going to
Okay.
fix you over here anyway.
I can see you, but you're sideways. Am I good now? Okay, it looks like I'm all good. I don't know. I like being sideways on the screen. With the everything else that's sideways today, maybe we should do that. Thanks for sticking with us and coming back on. This has been way nerve-wracking here. Move this just enough so you can see the email address in the top, even though it's going to be backwards.
We're back to the phone.
We're back to backwards day on the phone, which is what it is. We thought we had some stuff fixed. So let's go ahead and get started because we are 15 minutes late after 2 false starts. Lynne is not feeling really well and not well enough to be on camera.
I'm here only for a minute, and then I won't even be in the chat. But hi, everybody.
She's heading back to bed. Doesn't feel well enough to really do much. She had to get out of bed to come rescue me because I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, I don't know either. So you put the two of us together with this YouTube thing, and yeah, it's lovely.
Anyway.
I'm deleting the other option. If you have been bounced around a bit,
okay.
You are now in the right place.
Okay.
Well, you just do that.
Just do my thing.
So
we're going to start selling.
No, explain. No, just explain.
Explain everything?
Explain.
Oh, okay. We are, this is live at 5. We're a little bit late. Technology issues, which isn't surprising considering us. So we sell everything, not everything in the store. I wish we sold everything in the store. We sell a lot of things on Mondays at 5 Mountain Time. And this is the opportunity. So if you see something you like, put the number that you want in the chat. Like if it's number 3, you put in a number 3. If it's, if you want 3 of them, it'd be 3 times 3 or 3x3. I will be acknowledging the sales vocally here. And then after the show, I'm going to go back and clarify everything, make sure that I got that we have enough of everything. We're going to default to, if we have 2 things and I tell you 3 people, they get it. I'm going to go back to the original 2. So wait for an invoice, obviously, and I will try quick as possible and try and keep up with everything. So if you're new, which we had a couple of newbies on earlier, send an email to mrfixit@softsquares.com. I know that's backwards. We're having backwards day today. Send me an email so that I can send you an invoice and see what's happening, right? So, Lynne is not feeling well. And
I feel like crap, but I look even worse. So I'm going to go lay down, and we think part of the problem could have been that I was also on my account from another computer. So I'm not even going to get on like I was a little bit ago. So I will be watching you, but I won't be able to comment. But hello and goodbye. Sorry,
hello and goodbye.
I'm not here. But you're in good hands. They got you.
Okay. So Carol, I realize you're in the UK, and I appreciate you checking on and watching for a little bit. But your comment that you can't buy, we do have the option of hand delivered if you buy more than $10,000 of stuff, and I will gladly fly to the UK and have a reason to go visit. Probably a little ridiculous, but then again, so am I. I'm going to go ahead and get started. Looks like several of you have come back on, at least 32 of you. So, number 1 is going to be this set from Freeze the Ocean. There are 5 yards in here, 5 single yard cuts. And yeah, Marlene, we had difficulty with our lives, and Lynn is not feeling well. She got out of bed to come get me straightened out, but we were hoping that she wouldn't even have to do that. So first, we've got a panel in this set. I think you might have seen some of this before, but find your wave. So this is the panel, and then there are 4 other single yard cuts in this. Coral reefs in blue and white, some waves in the blue, white, and green, and some green sea turtles. So this set is, that's a full yard, so 1, 2, 3, 5, $45 for the 5 yard set. And this is number 1. We have, I think we've got 4 of them. And so the 4 that say one will get. And those are, we're going at $9 a yard on the pricing of the fabric bundles tonight. So that will be the first one out. Number 1 was the Free as the Ocean. This is a 3 yard quilt kit, and this will be number 2. Let me put a number 2 on the bag so that I don't get confused. I am easily confused. If you have questions about things, you can ask. Hey, Linda, thanks for joining. And Marlene, thanks for the good wishes for Lynn. She's just really struggling over the last few days. So this is obviously a green and red set. The red is more Christmassy with the trees, the candles, the houses, things like that. The green has kind of a texture on it that will work with this. And the white is Riley either cloud. I think it's cloud. I don't think it's Riley white. It might be Le Creme, although it's a little white for creme. Honestly, I don't know. But Lynn approved that it matches. So 3 yard quilt set, and this will be going for $27. Actually 26, because we're taking off of each of the fabrics, and one of them is a confetti cotton, which is a little less expensive. So we will go with, let me do the math here. I'm sorry, I lied. It's actually 25, because it would have been 28 normally. So 25 for this set. It's the Christmas themed 3 yard quilt set, and it is number 2. I know that doesn't quite look like a 2, but if you read backwards, it is. Starla and Joy T, thanks for being on. Angela and Pat to help moderate. I will try to keep us ahead tonight. Again, tonight I'm going to be verbally confirming things that I hear from you. I don't have the pen and paper and the spreadsheet going, and I won't be able to type confirmations either. So I will confirm them verbally, then I'll go back and watch. So what did you miss? Okay, let me go over the first 2 quickly for Maggie and anyone else that's joining late. This was number 2, Maggie. It's a 3 yard Christmas quilt, green texture, confetti cotton, one of the whites, and then a red that has the gingerbread, the church, the house, trees, horns, etc. And this set is $25 tonight for a 3 yard quilt set. We have probably 3 of them. So if you want that, that would be great. And for those that just joined, I'm just going to be verbally confirming your orders. I'm not going to be able to type in the confirmations like we normally do. The number 1 tonight, where we started, number 1 is actually a 5 yard bundle. And this is the Freeze the Ocean. You've got the coral reef in white, the coral reef in blue, the waves in green and blue and white, and the green sea turtles. And then you've also got a panel, which is, let me just open it and kind of swing. It's sea turtle, find your wave, and I will have it wave right on by. You can see sea coral and other things there. The turtle, let me get the top of the turtle, his head. Hopefully you can see that as he swims by. Best I can do on a perpendicular. So that one is $45 for the set. There are 5 yards in it, and it is number 1. And I think we've got 4, maybe 5 of them. So let us know if that's one that you want. Glad you guys could get back on. I appreciate you guys sticking with us through the technical difficulties. This is another 3-yard quilt, Christmas themed, and this is actually Liberty fabric plus a confetti cotton, and it will be $25. So we have the Christmas trees in the pink and blue. They're probably upside down for you. If you turn them this way, they're directional up, but I grabbed them from this end, so you get directional down trees. Trust me, if you turn the fabric over, they are right side up. Then we have the, I want to say this is coral. I'm not completely sure what color it is, but it is definitely Lynne approved for the coordination. Then we have the Christmas lights, and the Christmas lights, the blues and pinks that you see on the lights are also on the trees on this side, and it matches the confetti cotton in the middle. We only have one of these sets, and again $25, and this one will be number 3. And so if you want that, obviously put number 3 in the chat. Trying to keep these bundles together a little bit, so I'm spending a little time to reassemble them. I'm sure that Lynne could put them back together if I mess them up, but hopefully I won't do that to her. Hey Regina, thanks for joining us. We're doing a lot of yardage, 3-yard quilts kind of things tonight, and so here we go. This will be number 4. Put a number 4 on the bag. And this one, number 4 and number 5, are very similar. They're both with the I Love Lavender line, kind of the purple line here with the cancer awareness. So this one has 3 fabrics for a 3-yard quilt. You've got the white Strength and Courage with the butterflies, and that is right side up so you can actually read it. Then we have the lavender with the purple daisies on it as the second fabric, and the third fabric is shades, which I think it's grape color, but it does coordinate with the other 2 fabrics. And so you have this as a 3-yard quilt in purple. The 3 yards of these are going to be $27. So Lindiana looks like she just asked for number 4. Number 5 goes on, and it's very similar, number 5, but slightly different. If it wasn't different, then it would be exactly the same, not just kind of the same. I know that doesn't make sense, but most of the time I don't make sense. So we will go with this one. This is again the this is the lavender of the Courage and Strength fabric with the butterflies. Then we have the what do we call those? Ribbons. We've got the ribbons with the flowers on the lavender background, and then the third fabric on this one is the daisies, purple daisies again on white this time to offset the other 2 that are purple or lavender color backgrounds. So I think this would also make a very lovely quilt, cancer awareness quilt. And this again is number 5. So if you want number 5, let us know. It is $27. Again, number 5, I know that's backwards, but put on your elementary school teacher backwards reading glasses. That would be really cool if they had those, right? So that you could read things back and everybody you'd see the right thing. That could be an invention for somebody. I don't know, somebody smarter than me. But so far we have number 4 is gone. Any others that anyone wants, let me know. I'm going to move on to this one. Actually, I'm going to wait on this one. And let me grab another one. I'll be right back. Okay. I'm going to go to this one. This one is going to be number 6. And there's story. So, number 6 here. Number 6, I know that could look like a 9, but it's actually a 6. These are a couple of flower fabrics with a coordinating confetti cotton. So you've got, on the blue background, you've got the kind of bluebells and coral flowers, and then a lighter blue flower. Then, of course, the confetti cotton white that matches with it. And the coral background with the white flowers and leaves, kind of grass stems and things on it. I haven't seen the chat move in a minute. Has anybody chatted recently? Would someone just put something in there to make sure that I'm up to date? I'm not sure if somebody's claiming things or not. So, I'll wait. I'm not seeing the chat move. Okay, I got something from Lindiana. Okay, we're good. So these 3, and Lynne gave me the 2 pattern fabrics, the blue and the coral, and she asked me to go find something that coordinated. So I found something that kind of matched this light blue here, and it was the first one I pulled out, and she looked at it and she said that it was a Christmas miracle. We would call it a Christmas miracle because I actually matched on the first try. But after she saw some other fabric, she changed her mind and went with the white in there because she really liked the blue that I picked, the peacock. And this is going to be number 7 that I'm pulling out now. She suggested, so there's number 7, that we put the coral in with these 2 brown, not coral, it's kind of a peacock, sorry, with the 2 browns to create another 3-yard quilt pattern, or quilt bundle. And so you can see here we've got wood grain in the back, kind of a blue peacock color, and then you've got the print of oak leaves in the fall there. So those 3 together, another 3-yard quilt bundle. And these 3-yard quilt bundles, if they have the confetti cotton in them, like this one did, then they're $25. If they have one of the other fabrics for a blender that is not on the bottom basic line, that would be $27 for those. So we've only shown a couple of those so far, and I try and call them out when they're there. But $25 for number 6 or number 7. This is number 6. And number 7, you've got the peacock in between the wood grain and the oak leaves there. So there's that. Let me grab a couple of more. For those of you that were expecting to see Lynne, Aisha and Deborah and Janice have joined recently. Lynne is still under the weather. She took the training wheels off and let me have the show, and we had some technical difficulties. She had to get me going again. But she's still not feeling well enough to be on camera or really participate a whole lot. So I am handling it. Training wheels gone, and we'll see what happens. This is number 8, and let me pull it out so I can show you the fabrics. This will be $25. We have the 3 fabrics here. The first one is the brown with the leaves. You've got, gold and orange and green and brown leaves, a little bit of blueberries on there. Then you've got confetti cotton and honey to blend with it. And then this green has orange pumpkins, yellow or golden colored squash, and some white pumpkins on it. So the 3 of them together make what I think would be a really lovely fall Thanksgiving themed quilt. And it looks like Lindiana has claimed this one. This one is also $25. Thank you, Lindiana. Let me put this away. And I will bring out number 9. I'm just waiting for my pile to fall over. And when it does, I don't know. We'll find out what happens when the pile falls. That sounds like a soap opera, when the pile falls, right? When we were growing up, middle of the day, not as the world turns, but when the pile falls. Okay, this is a 9. Turn it a little bit so you can see it. Not a 6. We're obviously backwards today. We thought we had all of that solved, and we did for a few minutes, and then it all blew up. So, sorry, we're still in this mode. This set will be 27. And let me put the more interesting pattern in front. So we have the yellow stripes, yellow and white stripes with blue flowers, green leaves on it. Then we have a blue diamond, and it's kind of a, if the lines were filled in, it'd be a gingham, but there's actually thin lines between the squares that you see. So it's a pseudo gingham, I would call it. Maybe it's a straight up gingham, I don't know. And then green with the polka dots. There's 1 yard of each of these fabrics, so a 3-yard quilt. And it is green, yellow, and blue. I think those 3 together are a really nice combination that Lynne has curated. And again, this one is number 9. Yeah, thanks, Aisha. Lynne is not feeling well. She's been in bed since Saturday, having, the usual flu symptoms kind of things. And if she's not out of bed tomorrow, I'm taking her to the doctor, whether she wants to go or not. And she's not on the chat, so she can't say no, right? I get to win this one. She is feeling a little bit better, but she's still really, really worn out. So that's why she let me take the show today. This one will be number 10. Let me put a sticker on it. This is again a, not quite a 3-yard quilt bundle. This is actually a 4-yard bundle, which you could make a 4-yard quilt if there's such a thing, or break it up and make a 3-yard quilt with a couple of them and, a couple of half yards left over if you wanted to do that. So on the cream background, you've got the light pink and kind of the dusty rose color, blue leaves on those flowers. Then on the blue, the coordinating blue, and this is upside down for you, just stems of different flowers. And Starla says, yes, there are 4-yard quilts. So this is a 4-yard quilt bundle. And yes, Aisha and Lindiana and Marlene, yes, I'm going to win tomorrow. Make her go to the doctor. On this cream, you've got just kind of some very subtle polka dots. I don't know if you can see those. I can kind of see them. And then the pink half moons, kind of spread around. Gives it some nice contrast. I don't know if you can tell those pink moons there is a darker, lighter, and very light stacked together. And then you've got the pink just not quite striped. It's kind of broken up a little bit. That's a good question, Marlene. And I am going to look what line it is right here. See, if you asked with Lynne on, she'd know, but I got to look it up. It says it's called South Hill. And it is by Fran Gulick of Cotton and Joy. Gulick, I'm not quite sure how to pronounce it. G-L-I-C-K. I'm sorry to hear, Pat, that you guys have been sick at your home too. I've been holding out and have not caught it yet. I'm hoping that Lynne is, she's generous, but I hope she's not generous enough to share the bug with me that she's got. And I hope you and your husband feel better, Pat. So this is a 4-yard bundle of South Hill. The pink, it's striped, but it's got some dashes in it. The pink half moons with blue, actually gray little dots on there. the blue, kind of a cornflower blue with the flowers on there. And then the cream with the pink dusty rose flowers with the blue blue leaves on them. Thank you, Linda and Angie. So, thanks. Oh, that Fran. Starla just said Fran is one of the gals from 3-Yard Quilting. So, it's that Fran. I didn't realize that. So, yeah, this is one of her lines called South Hill. And lovely set. And this is number 10 with the 4 yards on it. It's going to be $36 for this set. I get it back in the bag so that I don't mess it up. Yeah, anybody that's not feeling well, hope that it's short-lived. Let me get on to this. And this one is a single panel. It's 56 by with the fabric, and so it's just over a yard and a half. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So at a yard and a half, we're going to go. I think we're going 12 on these. And what this is, let me start from the other side. It's a kind of a calendar where you can put up different pictures of the age of the individual. It's a large panel with animals and the numbers for the different months, so that through the course of a year you can wind up with the items. And so as we move through, you can see the various animals on it. You know, owls and zebras and bears and whatnot. Okay, Pat had her flu shot and is still dealing with it. Maggie gets number 9 and Marlene gets number 10. So, good. Maggie's got the blue, yellow, and green, and Marlene is getting the 4-pack of South Hill. Thank you. So we have 4 of these, and they're at $12 for a panel. You can see it's still got selvage on the bottom. You'd need to frame it with something coordinating, which, by the way, we've got coordinating fabrics on the website if you want to find something. Or if you want Lynne to help you find something, just tell us you want this panel, and tell Lynne to come up with something to frame it for you, and she will do that. So this one is number 11, the Watch 'em Grow panel. With the 12 monthly numbers, you can put the pictures on there and see how they go. Okay, so last I see, Maggie wants number 9, and we acknowledge that. Let me put this back in the bag. You know, they never quite fold as nicely when you're under pressure to fold them and get them back into a bag. I don't know why that is, but it happens with a lot of things in life, doesn't it? There we go. I got it secured. Let me grab a couple other things here. Okay, at this point, we are on to straight up yardage. Just some cuts that we've had for whatever reason. And this one, I want to make sure before I say, this really looks like a batik to me. It's a 2-yard cut, as you can see. Lots of flowers in varying colors. And I will show you here. So here's the back side, and there's the front side. You can see both of them have a lot of color in them. I am like 99% sure this is batik, which is not petite, as some of you will recall from a few months back when Lynne was saying petite and then not showing batik fabric. Ooh, You remember when she said I wasn't trusted? That was just like 3 days ago, Marlene. Wow. Anyway, nice floral print here. 2 yards of the batik. And the 2 yards is going at 11 each, so $22, $11 a yard on these. And if, Lynn, you disagree with that assessment, which I think you're listening downstairs, text me on my phone if it's less than 11. And I will keep watching to make sure. She might have discounted it and I didn't know. So, this is another batik cut in the kind of a cloud swirly background, and the blues, the greens, a little bit of white. You get some somewhat flowery patterns here in the batik. It's a 7-yard cut, and with any of these larger cuts, if somebody grabs the whole thing, then we're going to sell the whole thing. But if they don't, which, you know, if they haven't already on the first one, they'll put it in 1-yard cuts. So this batik will be 2 1-yard cuts. This one, 7 and at $11 a yard would be $77 for the whole amount. If you want that, if you don't, that's perfectly fine. If you want a smaller amount, let us know and we can go ahead and get that for you. Here's another, and let me make sure. I'm pretty sure this is batik as well. You know what? This one just has folds. I can't see the inside. This is amazing. I don't know how she folded this. There we go. No, that was a folded edge. No, it wasn't. Okay. Because they have prints on both sides, I'm struggling to figure out whether I'm looking at the back or the front. But on this, again, you're looking at the back and the front here. Just black geometrics. Almost looks like some flags here with polka dots. It's grays of a cream sitting on a black background. Batiks. And it is 7 yards. So again, we'll do all of it or part of it, whatever you think you want. This one is another batik. 2 yards, and you've got the interlocking circles. Some of them are dashed, some of them are full circles. This is a dark indigo. I don't know if you can see that it's indigo as opposed to black, but the background is actually kind of a clouded indigo and black. There are elements of black in the background, elements of indigo, and the circles themselves, anywhere from a navy blue to an indigo, a little bit of lighter blue in some of them. But the whole pattern is just these circles. 2 yards, and it is a batik. So let us know if you know what, I haven't been putting numbers on these. Lynn's about ready to smack me. I can tell. I can feel it, like she's breathing down. Especially if she forgets to put number on it and I'm sitting right there and I give her the look. She's probably doing that to me. Yeah, Maggie, you're right, numbers. So I'm going to put the numbers above the amount of yardage. So this spring looking one is number 12. This other one is number 13. And this is also very spring light colors. Number 14 is this dark black with the polka dots. And the stripes on it. Then the circles here are number 15. Again, these are all $11 a yard. Lynn has not pinged me to tell me that I misquoted a price, so we're going to go with that. Usually batiks are more, but that's where we're going with. So Starla is claiming number 15, and I assume you want both yards, Starla? Maggie is wanting a yard as well. So Starla wants 15. Did you want both yards or 1 yard, Starla? And Linda, the price for number 12. Starla saying yes, please. I thought it was a... hey, half a brain. I think we need to ask you to take a seat on the sideline. So, somebody run Half a Brain. This is, thank you, Angie. Not a political show. And you know what? Everybody has different opinions, but we're all friends. And I'm not going to allow politics to jump in here. So, Starla Joe gets both yards of this batik. And Maggie, sorry, Starla was in first with it. Linda Wolf, these are $11 a yard. There's 2 yards on it. If you want 1 yard, you can do that. Or if you want 2 yards, you can do that too. So I think it was Linda Wolf was asking about this one. Hopefully that answered your question, Linda. If not, raise the question again. Okay, we're up to number 6. And 16 is right here. This is another batik. And it is, you know, I want to say it's a black background with kind of a slate blue pattern. Not quite geometric, although it's got geometric elements to it. Half circles and zigzags that would be triangles. Some people might say it's a slate blue background with black elements on it. So I think it goes either way, whatever you feel comfortable with. Again, it's number 16. We have 4 yards of it if you want, or let us know. And Norma, yeah, I appreciate that people understand that you know, we're not going to get into politics. So that is what it is. We are done with batiks. This is going to be saws. What do they call timber people? Lumberjacks. A good thing for lumberjacks, carpenters, etc. So this one will be number 17. We're moving on to regular fabric now. This is no longer the batik. This is a cloudy, stippled background. You know, kind of a light blue, turquoise, peacock, not quite teal, then some lavender and purple. I would say it's stippled around, not really a pattern, just a background blur. Number 17, and there's 4 yards available if you want them. Let me grab some more. Okay. Ooh, you saw him as I came through. I wasn't supposed to show him to you till I put him on camera, but oh well. Don't tell Lynne I boo-booed. Okay. This one is number 18, and it is the pink and blue Christmas trees of the pattern of the 3-yard quilt we saw before, which was number, looks like number 3 was the 3-yard quilt that had Christmas lights and a coral background. Anyway, there are 2 yards of this. If you'd like it whole, that's great, or if you want part of it, let us know. So number 18 there. I don't know if you heard that, but one of my piles of fabric in plastic went over. I think the fabric helps it slide against each other better. So it might not have fallen if we didn't have the plastic on, but I'd like it in plastic. Anyway, you will not tell if you show us an Advent box. Hang on, Pat. I'm not going to say I'm going to show you, but I'm not saying I'm not going to show you an Advent box. This is number 19. We have 2 yards of it, kind of a background with a lot of 1s and 0s. It looks blue, but I think the background is really black. The 1s and 0s don't really make a picture, just binary patterns. You know, they're kind of a darker blue, a lighter blue, and the white in there. I think he'd be in less trouble showing us the fabric than he would if he showed us anything in the Advent box. I don't know. Oh, Pat, you ratted me out. Not the box silly, but the content. I was actually going to go get one of this year's boxes and show you the cardboard box. You guys, you know how I am. So I don't know. I'm half tempted to show you one fabric that's in the Advent box, but I think Lynne would probably get mad at me. Um, hmm. So they're all $11 a yard. Thank you for bringing that up. Pat knows how I think. Maggie agrees with her. You've got the cardboard box from last year. No, she wouldn't be mad at me. Go for it. She might half kill me. She might, I might need to go into surgery again. Maggie, trying to get me in trouble. Just do it. This is the crowd that usually winds up in Nightbot jail, but now they're just going after me. Trying to convince me to be in Lynne jail. Gee, I don't know. Lynne's sick, but she'll kill me for sure. I'll have to sleep with both eyes open. Fabrics in the boxes, yeah. Ooh, I know y'all love me. Will you come to my funeral when she kills me? Of course, if she killed me now and you came to my funeral, then you could help pack the Advent boxes and you could take one home with you. So there is that. I mean, maybe it would be a public service if I showed and she killed me and then you guys could see the whole box. Yeah, I am a little off in my thinking. Okay, we're going to go back to some fabric. Pink, kind of a hot pink with red circles and patterns where the circles overlap. There are some words in there and some stripes, some little crisscross patterns. The words are color, monochromatic. So this is part of the language of color line that we showed last week. It's only a 2-yard cut, but it would go with the panel that we showed last week, or the fabric, the monochromatic fabric, which I can show you just briefly here. So this is the panel from the monochromatic. We are out of the border fabric, but we do still have the backing, I think. I'm pretty sure we have the backing. I know we have the panels. But even if we don't have the backing, you'd find something to go with it. So this is the one that we're showing, number 20. And this is the panel that it goes with. You've got the same circles with multiple colors, and you can see the words in there. I'm not sure what words you're seeing, but I'm seeing harmony and measure, color, palette, something like that. I showed you blues. Here's the pink side. So it goes with it. If you'd like the panel with it, just ping it there in the chat. And the pink will go. Finish wheelchair quilt for Leanna to do. Very nice, Melanie. That is great for help with that project. Leanna, for those of you that don't know, Leanna got asked to put together, I think it was like 4,000 wheelchair quilts within a month. It wasn't 4,000. I don't know what the actual number is, but it's going to a retirement home up in her area where they need wheelchair quilts, and she's working furiously. Melanie says there's 60 of them. I was a little bit off when I guessed 4,000. Yikes. You don't want me doing estimates for you. So, nursing home, yeah. And there's 60 of them due by December 15th. So, I know that Leanna would, if you, just a wee bit off, Melanie. If you want to make a nursing home quilt or a wheelchair quilt, I think I heard that they're basically 30 by 40 size. So they're not real big, I know you can see my hands. I'm about that big by, about that big. 30 to 35, 40 to 45, there we go. Which is about that big by about that big. So thanks, Melanie, I appreciate the pardon. So we're it's kind of a gray with pink and, oh, number fell off, bad number. Number 21. It's got the pink flowers with some goldenrod flowers, some blue berries, it looks like, green leaves. And I don't know if you can see them in there, but there's some white and blue bows that are interspersed between the flowers and the leaves. Nice pattern. 21, not 21 yards. If it was 21 yards, it'd be a wee bit bigger. It is number 21. There are 4 yards of it. And if you want all of it, that's great. If you want a partial, let me know on that. Okay, what do you think? Time for a contest? Do I get a thumbs up on a contest? Let me find the fabric that we're giving away. Yes, easy peasy. What prices? The fabric is all $11 a yard. Batiks included. If it's in a 3-yard kit, then it's either 25 or 27, depending on whether it has it or if it's all pattern fabric. So everybody's given me the thumbs up on a contest. So let me open up this pack of, what do we call these? We call these fat quarters. I tried to call them skinny halves. No, Lynn didn't go for it. She said that I was way off on that. So, let me unbundle the bundle, and I will show you these fabrics. I don't even know how many are in here yet. But you've got a white background with large floral patterns, large leaves in blue. Flowers are in purple and pink. And again, this is going to be the winner of the contest. So kind of a stripe with bluebell looking flowers, pink flowers, gray leaves in between the stripes. Blue leaf pattern on white with posts. You've got a ladder background with kind of a darker pink with the leaf pattern, kind of a vine pattern with the black dots at the ends of the leaves. Pink and red and white dot circles. Pink background, again with the dark pink polka dots, and then the leaf pattern is blue, kind of a coral color, a dark blue, and a raspberry. This one is on cream. You've got a gray vines with black dots at the end of the leaves. And Melanie, I appreciate the compliment on the description. This is cute, but don't tell Lynn that I know how to say things other than squigglies and splotches and roundy things and things like that. She doesn't think I know what fabric looks like, so don't tell her that I actually know. This is kind of a bright blue background, a bright peacock. It's got the purple flowers. There you go, purple kind of bellflower. We saw this before on a white background. Now it's on a blue with the pink flowers as well. These look more like daisies, although there is a round flower there, and on the back side kind of a buttercup looking thing. Turquoise blue, kind of a bright peacock blue for the background. One more periwinkle background, the same types of flowers on it, and the polka dots in blue. So I am going to grab the magic ball of numbers. We haven't brought out single numbers in a while, so I'm going to pick a number. I'm going to keep it hidden. Well, you probably can't hear me when I'm doing that. I'm going to pick a number and keep the number hidden, and then let you guys guess what the number is. So, okay, this number is between 0 and 45. 0 and 45. And I'm not going to show you the number. I'm going to show you the ball until somebody guesses in the correct number. And go. Go ahead and put your numbers in that you would like to guess. I got a 25, a 40, a 32, a 19, a 44, a 32, a 24, 27, 43, 18, 35, 22, 29. Okay, they're going too fast for me to call them all out, but I am not yet seeing the number. Yeah, okay, I see the number. I see that Magda guessed it, but I'm not 100% certain that Magda, you were the first one to guess number 1. So, I don't know if Starla or Angie or Joy T or somebody can scroll back and see who was the first one to get number 1. I saw Magda do it, but there were a couple of places, Magda, where too many numbers went by too fast and I wasn't able to watch them all. So maybe somebody beat you to it. We're going to check that. And then we'll let you know whether you were the winner or the one that identified who the winner was. Sorry, Magda. I wish I could see everything going by, but you guys are too quick on the keyboard. Jeannie says it looks like Magda was the first one with the number 1. If I can get a confirmation from one of the other moderators, then we will see if it was indeed Magda. Maggie, Pat, it looks like Magda, you are the winner. Either that or they're all, losing it a little bit. So, Magda, congratulations. This fat panel, or not fat panel, fat quarter, skinny half. And if I ever call them skinny half while Lynne's on, just act like we know what it is, and it'll drive her nuts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 pieces in this. So Magda, congratulations. We will get this out to you when we go to the post office soon. So very nice. Got a couple of more fabrics here. This is a London Parks, and it is a Liberty fabric. And let me see if I can figure out which pattern it is. This is Regent's Border, and it is in, I can't tell whether it's A, B, or C. It is 1 yard, and somebody wants number 9. Who was that rang in for number 9? It just scrolled off my screen. I think number 9 was taken, and it was. So whoever just asked for 9 a moment ago, it's already gone. And Maggie, this is going to be number 22. Sorry about that. Starla wants number 9. Starla, number 9 was already taken, I believe. So this is number 22. We have 1 yard of it. Yeah, Maggie, I remember that you had number 9. 1 yard of this. Okay, Maggie wants this one. It is Regent's Border. And I don't know if it's colorway A, B, or C, but it is from the London Parks collection, Liberty Fabric. This is number 23 here. And I know the numbers are backwards. It's backwards day again. So 2 yards of this on a white background. You've got tulips that are red and pink. Red with just a tiny bit of pink, yellow or gold there with the red. Then you've got some blue. Kind of look like daisies, but they don't have enough leaves. There's only 5 or 6 leaves on those, so I don't think they're daisies, but they look like daisies. Kind of the lime green and dark green leaves on those stems. These are $11 a yard. You can take both, or you can take one. This might be, you know what, I'm thinking this is tulips from the same Liberty. Marlene, I hope you feel better. And I will make sure that she gets to the doctor. So, Maggie, you had this one. This is a nice coordinating the Tulip Triumph and the London Parks, number 23, and we have 2 yards for that. You know what? This looks like London Parks as well. It is. This is Summer in the City, white background with the pink buildings and kind of a periwinkle on the bridge and on the cars, Ferris wheel, alternating pink and blue features. Then the flowers are pink and blue with a lime green Different kind of flower with darker stems. So 23 by 1. Okay, Maggie, 23 by 1. That was the tulips. You know what, Maggie? I don't know. I don't think that this is as close a match as I thought it was when I put it up. But this is number 24, 2 yards. I was going to say you could make a 3-yard quilt out of it, but I'm not sure it goes together. I'd have to defer to someone who is far more fabric adept like yourselves than this. So this is the Summer in the City on the London Parks. Again, I don't know if it's A, B, or C. So all 3 of those are London Parks. Let me grab some more. Okay, I'm going to have to hurry to get through all this. This is the only bolt that we're going to put up today. It is that darker green with the light green leaf pattern kind of stippled on there. It's called, I think it's So Fusions by Freckle and Lolly. It's the mini leaf pattern, and the color is green. We have about 6 yards of it, $11 a yard. If you're interested, let us know. And that will be number 25. I'll put a 25 on there. I never realized how easy it is to forget stickers, and I blame Lynne for it all the time, but it's easy to forget them. I learned something here. Okay. I don't know. Oh, I don't have yardage stickers on these, but I do on this one. So we're going to go to this is 4 yards of, I think it's Sophisticated Halloween, but I might be wrong. It is Sophisticated by My Mind's Eye, and I don't know who My Mind's Eye is. Is that Jennifer Long? Or I don't think it's Jay Wecker Frisch. I don't think it's Sandy Gervais. And I don't think it's Lori Holt. So I'm going to go with Jennifer Long. This is number 26. We have 4 yards of it available. For those of you that are watching after the fact, if you want something, either ping us in the comments on the video or send an email to me, Mr. Fixit at softsquares.com. And yes, I realize that's backward. We had some technical difficulties and haven't been able to fix that. So send me an email or comment on the video. We will need to get your email at some point so that I can send you an invoice for it if you want to order it. I'm going to call this 1 yard of number 27, and it is the Witch's Stockings on the teal, kind of a darker teal background, number 27. You got stockings in a lighter teal, kind of a peach color. Got the bats on there. There's actually a couple of stockings in a purple. And I'm going to call it Cannot See Your Sign, Mr. Fixit. Okay, let me do this. Let's see if I can break everything. Hopefully. Hopefully. Maggie, tell me you can see it. Please. Oh, Starla put it in the chat there for anyone. But I think you can see it now. So, these are back to Sophisticated Halloween. No. This is not. This is Jay Wecker Fresh. Nope. Sorry. Sophisticated. Yeah, cream. It's got the raven and the roses on it. I'm pretty sure this is 1 yard. It's number 28. So, and it would go with the rest of the Halloween fabric there. This one is, okay, this one is by James. It is Pumpkin Patch. Word to all vegetable land. The news has traveled from King Murphy's Court that poppy growths of every shape and sort were to be found the garden round. I want to read the whole story now. Ooh, I probably shouldn't do that live, but I may read it before we send it out. These are $11 a yard, Terry. Any of the fabric you see that is not on a bolt or on a bolt is $11 a yard. Lindiana, we will send out number 28 to you. That's the raven with the roses. And Terry, if it's a bolt, if it's in the bag, the 3-yard quilt, those are either 25 or 27, depending on which one it is. If it has a basics blender from like the confetti cotton line, then it's 25. If it has a pattern, you know, like 3 fabrics from a collection, then it'll be 27. Of an autumn print. We saw this before in a 3-yard quilt. Green, gold, yellow, orange leaves, some blue berries on kind of an ochre background. A darker. This will be number 30. I think it is 1 yard. 1 yard. Okay. And to be sure, 26 is, yeah, it's the orange spider webs. Okay. So this is number 30, 1 yard. Maggie is going to grab that. Thank you, Maggie. This feels like a 2-yard cut. The other thing I'll tell you is if we get into it and find out that I was off, that it's not a full yard, we will email you and communicate with you and make any corrections that we need to. This is, what's this one called? Grandmother's House, Jennifer Long, So a Story. You know what? Jennifer Long says So a Story, not My Mind's Eye. So I don't know. I probably messed that up. My bad. If you want both, that's great, but they are in separate cuts. We don't have them in a single cut. And it is a, you know, kind of a hatch or a wicker pattern. I don't know the exact name of that, but it's got a kind of a pink background in the squares, and then the lines are made of a darker red, raspberry, and some white mixed in there. Kind of a wicker look for it. So 31, we have 2 1-yard cuts that are good to go. And then number 32, and we only have one more after this, so thanks for hanging in there. This is $176 inches, 4 yards and 32 inches, or 4.8 yards, not quite 5. It's a cream with a very subtle background, grays and tans in it. There's some straight lines, geometric looking. There are some circles with, looks like flowers in it, some kind of polka dot, although they're not round polka dots. I see some flowers. Let me see if I can, yeah, there's some flowers in here that you can see with the gray. So it is number 32, Crafty Life with Rebecca. Is it just me or is the video skipping? No, actually, Rebecca, I do that naturally. I'm able to skip. No. The video is skipping and freezing. I don't know. This is the minority of technical difficulties we had earlier today, Rebecca. If you go back and watch, we started a few minutes late because all sorts of technical poop happened. And the thing, Rebecca, is that Lynne is sick, and that's why. But as always, you know, we'll put the invoices together and let you know so you can go pick up all your invoices that you have. Any of you that have older invoices, and grab them if you can, so we don't have to worry about whether we need to keep something out for, or at least communicate with us and say, hey, can you keep my order for whatever time frame. We're good with that. We just want to go. Wanted to say about you keep freezing. I know I hear that, Leanna. We've had all sorts of technical difficulties today, so hopefully on the replay it's a little cleaner. This is 7 yards, and this is Hop to It by Shelley Comiskey for Henry Glass and Company, 7 yards of hop to it. Yeah, it's for everyone. Sorry. So this is kind of a bright squares on it, white and orange and yellow and green and blue. Just kind of smaller squares, larger squares randomly placed. It's a 7-yard cut. If you want part of it, let us know. $11 a yard for any of the fabrics you've seen tonight that are just either individual cuts or on the bolt. We only had one on the bolt. Everything else was 3-yard quilts, kits for 3-yard quilts, or we had the one milestone panel where you had the numbers around with the animals. So with that, I'm going to say that we're done with the items that we're going to show. As always, we'll stay on, we'll show stuff again, and try and go through, answer questions. And I apologize for the technical. 2 yards of hop to it, got it. Okay, Leanna, hope you have a good night, and watch it tomorrow and see if hopefully you'll get some wheelchair quilts. Okay. Anybody want to see anything again? 32. Is that the... No, 32. Let me get that one out for you, Maggie. So this is... Let me stand up and get it close. It is a creamy white background with gray and tan. You've got some dots in there. You've got some lines. It looks like you've got some constellations in there and some stars. Some gray in the background as well as the tan. Just would be a great backing or a background for something that the colors matched. So thank you, Angie. I appreciate hearing that. I tried to, she took the training wheels off because she's sick. She was forced to. But she did tell me that, a couple of months ago, she wouldn't have done this. She wouldn't have let me do it because I was too dangerous. But I've calmed down a little bit. And I actually do know how to describe fabric. Don't tell her. Because if you tell her, then she's going to expect me to do it right. And you won't hear things like splotches. No, I'll continue to be a little off when I do it. So, anything that you guys want to see? Sound is gone. You can see my lips moving, but you don't hear the sound. More skipping and freezing than not. We're having a bad day technically. I appreciate all of you sticking with me. With that, lip syncing. Very, very nice. I will speak slowly so that you can read my lips. Going President, was it Bush? Read my lips? Anyway, that was a long time ago. Don't mean to get political. That just was one of the funny lines. So I'm going to go ahead and out. That will be the end of what we're doing. Questions, go back and watch it on the what do we call that, on YouTube, and I will give Lynn a hug, but I'll keep my distance so I don't get sick too. And like I say, if you need anything, comment on the comments or send us an email, mrfixit.com, which is backwards, but we'll go from there. Any last thing that you want to see before I hang up? There's an old school reference. Hang up the phone. We actually used to hang it up. Not anymore. You push a button and fold up or stick it in your pocket. Okay, we'll talk to y'all later. Thank you very much.